Hello dear students, best of luck for your exams. So in this single video we will study, learn and revise all the topics of the fundamental unit of life. So you have to watch this video completely. If you are new to our channel, just subscribe and also press the bell icon so that you get latest videos on time. So as you can see the index, you can find best educational tutorials on the website topperg.com. Just visit and start searching for anything you want to learn. Cell. The smallest functional unit of life is a cell. Discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. A cell can independently perform all necessary activities to sustain life. Hence, cell is the basic unit of life. There are two types of cells, plant cell and animal cell. The different cell organelles and their functions are as follows. Plasma cell membrane. This is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. So the cell membrane is called a selectively permeable membrane. Some substances like CO2 or O2 gases can move across the cell membrane by a process called diffusion. The movement of water molecules, liquid, through such a selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis. Osmosis is the passage of water from a region of high water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane to a region of low water concentration. If the medium surrounding the cell has a higher water concentration than the cell will gain water by osmosis. Such a solution is known as a hypotonic solution. If the medium has exactly the same water concentration as the cell, there will be no net movement of water across the cell membrane. Such a solution is known as isotonic solution. If the medium has a lower water concentration, then the cell will lose water by osmosis. Such a solution is known as a hypertonic solution. The plasma membrane is flexible and is made up of organic molecules called lipids and proteins. The flexibility of cell membrane also enables the cell to engulf in food and other material from its external environment. Such process is known as endocytosis. It is observed in amoeba. Cell wall, protective wall. Plants cells, in addition to the plasma membrane, have another rigid outer covering called cell wall. The cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. It is a complex substance and provides structural strength to plant cells. When a living plant loses water through osmosis, there is shrinkage or contraction of contents of the cell away from cell wall. This phenomenon is known as plasmolysis. Nucleus, brain of a cell. The nucleus has a double-layered covering called nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane has pores which allow the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is, to the cytoplasm. The nucleus contains chromosomes which are visible as rod-shaped structures only when the cell is about to divide. Chromosomes contain information for inheritance of features from parents to next generation in form of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid molecules. Chromosomes are composed of DNA and protein. Functional segments of DNA are called genes. The nucleus plays a central role in cellular reproduction. Prokaryotic cells. In some organisms like bacteria, the nuclear material is not enclosed by nuclear membrane and membrane-bound cell organelles are absent. Such nucleus is called nucleoloid, and such cells are known as prokaryotic cells. Such cells have single chromosome. Eukaryotic cells. Cells having well-defined nucleus and having membrane-bound cell organelle is termed as eukaryotic cell. Such cells have more than one chromosome. Cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the fluid content inside the plasma membrane. It also contains many specialized cell organelles. Each of these organelles performs a specific function for the cell. Cell organelles. Every cell has a membrane around it to keep its content separate from the external environment. The different components of cell perform different functions, and these components are called cell organelles. Endoplasmic reticulum. Channels network for transport. The ER is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. It looks like long tubules or round or oblong bags. There are two types of ER: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. RER has particles called ribosomes attached to its surface. The ribosomes endoplasmic reticulum are the sites of protein manufacture. The SER helps in the manufacture of fat molecules or lipids important for cell function. Some of these proteins and lipids help in building the cell membrane. This process is known as membrane biogenesis. Some other proteins and lipids function as enzymes and hormones. The one function of ER is to serve as channels for the transport of materials between various regions of the cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. The ER also functions as a cytoplasmic framework, providing a surface for some of the biochemical activities of the cell. Golgi apparatus. Packaging. The Golgi apparatus, first described by Camillo Golgi, consists of a system of membrane-bound vesicles arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called cisterns. The material synthesized near the ER is packaged and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell through the Golgi apparatus. Its function includes the storage, modification, and packages of products in vesicles. In some cases, complex sugar may be made from simple sugar in the Golgi apparatus. It is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Lysosomes, suicide bags. Cleanliness of cell. Lysosomes are a kind of waste dispatch and the disposal system of the cell. It helps to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out cell organelles. Foreign materials entering the cells such as bacteria or food as well as old organelles end up in the lysosome, which break them up into small pieces. They are able to do this because they contain powerful digestive enzymes capable of breaking down all organic material. Under abnormal conditions, when the cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzymes digest their own cell. Therefore, they are also known as suicide bags. Mitochondria, powerhouse energy provider. Mitochondria are known as powerhouses of the cell. The energy required for various chemical activities needed for life is released by mitochondria in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate molecules. ATP is known as energy currency of the cell. Mitochondria have two membrane coverings instead of just one. The outer membrane is very porous while the inner membrane is deeply folded. They are able to make some of their own protein. Plastids. Plastids are present only in plant cells. There are two types of plastids, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chromoplasts are the colored plastids present in leaves, flowers and fruits. Plastids containing the pigment chlorophyll are also known as chloroplasts. They are important for photosynthesis in plants. Chloroplasts also contain various yellow or orange pigments in addition to chlorophyll. Leucoplasts are found primarily in organelles in which materials such as starch oils and protein, granules are stored. The internal organization of the plastids consists of numerous membrane layers embedded in a material called stoma. Plastids are similar to mitochondria in external structure. Plastids have their own DNA and ribosomes. Vacuoles, storage. Vacuoles are storage sacs for solid or liquid contents. Vacuoles are small sized in animal cells, while plant cells have very large vacuoles, 50% to 90% cell volume. In plant cells, vacuoles are full of cell sap and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. In amoeba, the food vacuole contain the food item that is consumed and contractile vacuoles expels excess water and some wastage from the cell. Students, you can visit our website topperji.com and you can search for any chapter explanation that is the best in the world. You can only find on the website topperji.com. Just visit the website and search for anything that you want to learn. Search for any explanation that you want to learn. You will find the best educator only on topperji.com. If you are new to our channel, just subscribe it and also share with your friends. Leave a comment if you want to tell us something, and if you have any requirement, all the important links are given in the description of this video. Make sure that you watch all other important videos.